Style, sophistication, and performance. Words not typically synonymous in the V-twin cruiser segment. Until now. Meet the Ducati XDiavel. Everyone knows Ducati and sport bikes go hand in hand. So for Ducati to make a full-on forward position cruiser is quite the departure for them. I have to say, this XDiavel, it really works well. It's got that authentic Ducati sport appeal. I know I say that a lot, but that's one of the biggest attributes about Ducati's entire line of motorcycles. From the 1299 Panigale to the Scrambler. All those motorcycles have this signature Ducati feel that really makes riding fun. Ducati sets itself apart in just the robust feeling of sport and that raw, visceral feeling. And that feeling is alive and well with this XDiavel. Probably the biggest thing I like about the motorcycle is just how comfortable you can be. With the forward mount controls, it puts absolutely no strain on your knees or your lower extremities. Having knee surgery recently, I wouldn't be able to ride a standard Diavel, but with this forward mount controls, it puts no stress on my knee joint and I can really ride the motorcycle comfortably. I like the deep seat on it. It really kind of takes your rear end and kind of takes you into the motorcycle, and it's a real stable bike to ride. I know on a lot of other Ducati motorcycles, sometimes the seat can be a little slippery. Not with this thing. When you're seated in the seat, like, it's got you, like your position, you're going for a ride. The engine on this bike, again, that DVT strategy that they implemented with the Multistrada 1200 last year, it works really well in this XDiavel. It's an exceptionally smooth engine. I wouldn't say it's quite as smooth as the Multistrada 1200. At lower RPMs, the bike kind of chugs a little bit, but get it above 3,000 RPMs, and it's smooth as silk. I love how the torque, the peak torque figures comes online so early in the rev range. And you can pass cars, motorcycles, anyone in front of you in 6th gear at 4,000 RPMs, and the thing will just go right around people. I mean, it's just nice to have that kind of power and that torque right where you want it at low RPMs. It just makes the motorcycle fun to ride. And even if you want to rev it high, you can. Like, the thing will run to almost 10,000 RPMs, and my God, what a rush! Like, when you dial in the throttle at high RPMs, like, hold on. Especially in sport or touring mode, the motorcycle is going to take you for a ride, and it gives you that feeling of excitement, just like you were on the most badass roller coaster and you're dropping from 100 stories from the sky down to the ground. It's got that same rush, that euphoric rush. If you've ridden a cruiser motorcycle or have a lot of time on those things, there's a lot of things you're going to like about this bike. It's significantly lighter. It's much easier to turn in a parking lot. Heck, it's even easier to go around corners. It's amazing how fluid this thing handles. The suspension's a little bit firm. I think you might have a little bit more comfort with other cruiser brands, but if you want something that's got real good road holding and real sport handling, this thing's it. I mean, it's got 40 degrees of bank angle. I couldn't even get close to touching the foot pegs on it today. I can't say the same thing about other manufacturers' cruisers. Brakes, of course, you know it's a Ducati, so it's going to have the best brakes in the business. And honestly, the front and rear brake setup on it is overkill. Like, this bike probably has the best brakes in the whole cruiser world, I would have to say. And it's just nice also having all those electronics with the adjustable ABS, the launch control, the cruise control, the adjustable power mode, so you can tailor the power band to your liking. Earlier today, we were riding in downtown San Diego, and 140 horsepower at the back tire, or whatever this thing makes, is a lot to manhandle in the city with pothole streets. Put it in urban mode, all of a sudden the thing becomes as docile as a scooter, and that really helps if you're kind of new to riding or just looking to ride in an environment where you don't need all the muscle of the XDiavel. Overall, just another great motorcycle from Ducati. It's cool that they're really expanding their line and kind of going after new segments. I know the original Diavel, when that was introduced in 2011, people were like, what is it? Is it a street bike? Is it a cruiser? Well, now that this thing's around, this is the official cruiser. This is the bike that's going to go head to head with all the performance cruisers from the American manufacturers and from Japan. And I think Ducati's done a marvelous job. And for its 20 grand asking price, if you're looking for something that's got spades of style, it's got a very advanced electronics package, and it's just plain fun to ride and haul ass, this XDiavel is the bike.